Tonight we're making a really easy recipe. It's going to be done quick, and then we're going to sit and chat about some stuff. Wash my hands, turn them off. Okay. So the first, I'm going to turn on my burner, warm that up. To medium high heat. I have a friend in the basement, but she's cutting the grass, so she's just going to mute herself, and she'll wave at us when we get a chance. When she gets a chance. Saying hi, everybody. Oh, I got a message coming in. Incoming. Incoming. Okay. So, first of all, we're going to heat our pan up. I got some ground beef here. This is lean ground beef, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there just so it doesn't stick. Depends on how much fat you got in your beef. So my non-stick pan's getting not quite as non-stick anymore, so a little bit of oil in there. This recipe calls for 2/3 of a pound of ground beef or ground meat. I've done it with ground turkey before, but I prefer the ground beef, sloppy joes. We're going to put that in there. That's about a little over a pound there, so we're going to put that in there and break it up. You can use a wooden spoon or whatever. I got this little masher thing I got from a company called Pampered Chef, but I know Crystal did get a similar one at, and I think we picked up one time at Walmart in the States. It helps break up the meat as you're going. And then warm that up a little bit. I guess you don't want to look at me. I should have you to look down here at me. Pardon me. Oops. Wrong handle. Move you up there. How are we doing there? Okay. We're going to let that brown. Start browning it. And then we'll throw in some onions. And that one small onion, mine's a little bit bigger because I got a little bit more than 2/3 of a pound. We're also going to make the sauce. Well, the sauce is really simple. I know some people like manwich sauce. I thought I did way back when. Tried it again. Turns out I didn't. But I learned this lesson or this recipe. Just after I got married, I guess it was. And it's simple things you got around the house: ketchup, mustard, some sugar, some salt, and some vinegar. So that's browning. I'll just mix up the sauce. I just put the recipe in the description. Oh, we do grab a spatula. Okay. So I'm going to double it because I got more than 2/3 of a pound. I got more than a pound. So depends on how saucy you want your sloppy joes. So I'm going to put 2/3 of a cup rather than 1/3 cup ketchup. Oops. You can use what other brand you like, but I am partial to Heinz. So double that, so I put 2 things in. Find my sponge because I made a mess there. And then we have 2 tablespoons of mustard, so we're going to double that to 4. One, 2, 3, 4. There's a couple of little keeping ones there, so we'll just take it down a little bit. our mustard. Rinse this out for a minute because I don't want to dirty all my tablespoons. I should put mustard on it. I don't want to stain my. So we need. Don't lay it, so 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2. I'm just going to give my meat a little chop here. Throw the onions in there too. So that they can cook up and give the meat some flavor. Probably get a little extra onion in there. Oh well. That one's not cut up very well. I'm going to let that cook down. I heat it up a little bit more. So I got to use my 2 tablespoons of vinegar. 1, 2. And 3/4 teaspoon salt, so that would be 1.5 teaspoons. Tablespoon. I would scoop that in here, but I put rice in with my salt to keep it from caking up. So there's 1, and there's 1/2. So mix that all up. And if you want to cook some peppers in with your meat and onions, you can do that if you like peppers in with your sloppy joes. If you want to throw a little garlic in there, you can do whatever you like. This is the basic recipe: ketchup, mustard, salt, sugar, vinegar. I've got that all mixed up there. I'm just going to wait for this meat and onions to cook down. Of course, those out on the lawnmower there must have lost connection there. Let's see who we got in here. You can watch that cook. And I'll read some comments. Let's see. And Troya saying, "Hola, Michaelin. Hello, Najima. Hello, Busby. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Moonlight Adventures." We say hello to each other. Oh. We're saying hi to Busby. And we got Call Me V in here. Hello, V. We're going down the line here. Everybody saying hello to each other. We just walked in the house. We got Paul Vines in here. So we're just making up some really easy sloppy joes. Probably stuff we got around the house. We don't have a sauce mix. We got some ground beef and an onion. All you need is ketchup, mustard, vinegar, salt, and sugar. And then you've got the sauce. Brown up the meat, the onions. I cook that down a bit. And make sure it's all cooked up. I don't want any pink in there. And if you want to, I know my son would prefer to toast the buns. I'm not going to toast mine. He might come in and toast his later. I don't know. They're pretty much cooked. I'm going to throw the sauce in. If you're using medium or regular ground beef, then you might want to drain the fat, but there was not much in there because I got lean ground beef. It's what was on sale today. And all you have to do is cook that till it's hot. So I'm going to let it sizzle there for a bit and get the flavors mixed in. And they still say coming up to each other. Hello, Eric B. This is in the middle of making chicken enchiladas. I have not had enchiladas yet. Now, I do have some enchilada sauce, but one of these days I'm going to get around to making some enchiladas. I've had some instructions from Amy. I got sloppy Joe mix at home. I've had sandwich before, and I thought I liked it, and I tried it again and don't like that. I haven't tried any other stuff, but this is easy stuff that I got. Always have in the kitchen, staples, so I just found this recipe. It's a tasty one, so that's what I go with. Most people have ketchup, mustard, vinegar, salt, and sugar. Everybody said hello to each other. I'm not toasting my buns. My son might toast theirs, but if he decides to, but that's up to them. Eric, they were saying hello to each other. Hello, Danny B. Welcome in. I'm making some sloppy joes. I browned the ground beef and threw in some onions, and then the sauces, ketchup, mustard, vinegar, salt, and sugar. Recipe is in the description. Precious butter, yeah. Great enchilada recipe. Some of these days, are you good to go up again? I see fingers going around. Oh, I see a thumb, 2 thumbs up. Okay.
Hi, guys. So I can't see chat while I'm on the lawnmower. Somebody was calling me in, and I'm like, oh, I got to go. All right, back to being mutant. I still got quite a bit of yard to cut.
She has a humongous yard.
I have 2.3 acres here.
Yep.
I'll show you when I get in the backyard how deep it is.
Trying to stop this other thing from blinking. Okay, back here. So where we go. He says her sloppy joes is tomato paste with the mustard, brown sugar, salt, and pepper. That sounds like a good combination too. And this one I have in the books I gave to my kids that has all the easy family recipes. That's easy for them to throw together. Basically, it's done now. We're going to turn it down. Yep. I'm off to the side. And I'm going to just put you guys on stop camera so I don't shake y'all up when I'm moving you around. I don't need the extreme close-up. I'll grab mine, and then you guys can grab yours if you want.
Just lemonade there.
We might have that after. Try to do this out. So while you guys are chatting there, I'm just gonna grab mine so I can sit down and chat with you. While mine cools off enough to eat. We need a plate. Fresh things in there. And we'll chat. Tell you what I've been up to lately. I have a request. I will tell you what that is when I get stay down here. Be right back. I'm just going to move my tripod out of the way. Actually, you don't want to stab by that. Lay it on the floor. Hold it up after. Move my cords around. Okay. Hello, camera. Oh, I'm down here. So, I got some on the buns. So let it cool a bit while we chat, and then I might nibble while we're talking. Must be saying brown sugar yummy. Okay, that was back up to V's comment. Crystal has a limbic lawn to mow. Yeah, pretty much. It's huge. Thanks, Sandy V. Brown sugar, yummy. That's got a little white sugar.
So this is just my front yard alone.
That's
This is just from the driveway to the neighbor's yard. I still have all of that to mow on the other side of my truck. And then once I get over there, I'll be able to show you all the backyard.
So the first thing I have is a prayer request.
Yes.
I'll talk about what we did on the weekend and stuff, but my first is a prayer request for Kenny. Kenny is under the weather today. He's got a real bad headache and he's had some vomiting and stuff. So Crystal's been treating him, and he's on a brat diet and bed rest for now. So.
And no electronics.
No electronics.
No electronics, Kenny. I'm right outside his bedroom window. That's why I was like, no electronics, Kenny.
So Kenny had a busy weekend and beginning of the week. You may have seen some of the lives and stuff on the weekend. B and Steve and I took Kenny to Toronto. And we went to, we tried to go to Ripley's Aquarium on Saturday, but between one thing and another, we were late getting there. So they said, nope, we couldn't come in. So we just went for dinner at Jack Astor's. And then we went back to the hotel. Well, Kenny stayed up pretty late chatting or doing a live with Coco. And then we were up early because we had a breakfast meeting with another YouTuber, Darren Dobson. And then we went go. We're keeping an eye on him, but Kenny forgot to mention that, he didn't have any water, so we had to make sure he was rehydrated. And we got back to the hotel, and then we were kind of late getting back to Crystal's on Sunday night. And yesterday we went to with Crystal and Troy and camp maintenance guy and his wife Sandy. We went to Niagara Falls for the day. Now we made sure he had lots of water, and we were keeping an eye on him. But I guess this morning he's woke up with a headache, and then Crystal says he has some nausea and vomiting. And I know that's a concern, right, Busby? My thoughts too. He's had a lot of late nights and go. So hopefully that's just all it just caught up with him. Going to Niagara Falls. You come in through Hamilton, and there's a change in elevation enough that it'll make your ears pop. You're almost like, let's say, on a mountain, but I'm not sure how high that is when you come down to the city. I know my ears pop, and then going between where the locks were and where the falls are, there's changes in elevation. So I was wondering if that's affected him at all. So Crystal's keeping an eye and treating him, and if it's any more serious, she will definitely take him to get checked out. I'll be right back. I need to get a towel or something that's not going to get stained. Yeah, just grab me a red towel because it's got mustard on here. I don't want to get mustard on my white towel. So it was a good weekend and beginning of the week. I've met YouTubers, Troy, can't wait, this guy and his wife, I met back at M22. Oh, and in Toronto, with me and Steve and I, we met up with Coco, cocktails and crochets with Coco. And we also met up with Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. So I hadn't met Coco before in person. Hadn't met Rob before in person. And then we met up with Darren Dobson from the Toronto area. He's a journalist. Learned quite a bit from him, and he's going to help us out a lot with the Helping Hands for Cruising charity. He's got lots of ideas to share with us. Pardon me for eating, guys. Oh, I'm hungry. A long day. We were late getting home last night. It was 1:45 this morning when Troy and them dropped me off, and they still had to go across the bridge. So I think it was about 2:30 when Crystal messaged me that they were home safe. I'm just gonna put her in the basement rather than have her. Looks like her chest and frozen in that camera. Thanks for the prayers, guys. Hoping it's just keeping them quiet for the day or so will make them feel better. It was frozen and all I could see was pink.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So let me turn this around. When you see around, you'll be able to see the camera because that's part of the camper. If you can't, Michael Ann, speak because you're in my ears, and I can hear you that way better than anything.
Yep.
This is from the road looking at my house. Can you see the camper?
Yep. I can see the camper now.
Okay. Now this is the side yard, guys. Wait till you see the backyard. And I haven't even touched any of this. I just started mowing. So I think what I want to do. Hold on, let me put it this way.
You guys can see how wide the yard has been. Now you see,
Can you see better now? All right, let me pause the mic. And that way.
You can't see Crystal, look, see her arm, her hand. So that's Crystal's truck, and then they got the side yard here. You've seen the front yard. You can see how wide that was. When she went from one side looking over to where that tree is. And then it goes way back. You see how far it goes back when you get there. She's gonna have a meet up in her own backyard. We'll just all go camp there. What did Kenny think about the falls? He was very amazed with the falls. He couldn't believe how beautiful they were and how big they were. Crystal has a live stream from yesterday. About 26 minutes long or half an hour long when we're at the falls. And then she had another one when we were at, we went over to the Welland Canal and watched a ship go through one of the locks. The Welland Canal is how the ships get from Lake Erie to Ontario. How they bypass the falls. Crystal did a live. I've got a whole bunch of pictures. I'm going to make a video or a collage of pictures and maybe throw in some other info about it. There, she's back now.
All right, so this is my backyard. All of this I own from that beat up privacy fence all the way back to where you see that metal thing back there standing up in the air. That is a homemade dream catcher for the grapevines to grow on. So I have a lot of property. A lot.
That's a lot of grass to cut.
Yeah. And thank God for a zero turn. So, but Michael Ann, because it's too hard to hold the phone and use the levers at the same time, because I just had it on the arm of the chair. I didn't want you to think I wasn't, interested in your live stream or anything. So
no worries.
And I can normally on a really good day when I'm not trying to worry about Kenny cutting grass, live stream, I cut a grass in under 45 minutes. Weed whacking takes me a little longer, and I got a weed whack too today. So,
I'm glad you stopped by.
Yeah. And I will talk to you later on tonight. I will keep everybody posted on my community tab how Kenny's feeling too.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right. Love you guys. Everybody take care. Michael Ann, I will see you later on, okay?
Okay, talk to you later, Crystal.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, my plate's in the way. I'm just going to go bop over here to the YouTube studio. And thank you, Danny, for posting these links for 20 9 minutes. I'm gonna pin that to the top. So we can just pop over there in 29 minutes. So yeah, I have had a lot of fun. I've been busy this weekend. Got a couple bites left. Okay. I think that batch had a little bit more mustard than I prefer. You can try it out, but I might say a little bit more ketchup, a little less mustard. That was really mustardy. But it's still good. Okay, so I have lots of pictures.
I forgot when you were alone.
We went to the when we went to Ripley's the first time and we couldn't go in. Actually, right outside Ripley's was a food vendor truck that sold beaver tails. So Kenny and I had our first beaver tail. We just had a classic one that was cinnamon sugar. It was really good. It was nice and fresh. So next time I have a beaver tail, I'll try a different one. Okay, I think Kenny did a little review on that, so you can look forward to seeing that food review. Then we went to Jack Astor's.
Would you like some lemonade?
I would love some lemonade, thank you. Jack Astor's. Kenny had a pasta dish. Same that Coco had recommended. I had chicken tenders, which is usually one of my go-tos, but I can't find. Usually one of my go-tos when I can't find something. I'm sorry, my son's doing millions, but he's getting me some lemonade. It's loud, isn't it? A little bit loud, eh?
I was like, am I stepping on popcorn? Like, what is this?
So I had the chicken tenders sauced up, as they call them, with honey garlic sauce, and I had sweet potato fries with a spicy aioli. And V had, I forget what.
I had the Hunter's chicken.
With a bunch of veggies, and Steve had a really good looking burger. It was like this big. I have a video of it. So when that will come out, I've got a whole bunch of shorts, like 30 of them between both days and all the different bits of the aquarium. And then I'm working on taking the shorts and videos and the other pictures, just put it all together, just kind of doing a video collage. And right now it's about 13 minutes long. I've got it almost done, and then my computer was being stupid. So
I did the same thing this morning. I want to do like a little 1 minute, movie reel of all our picture kind of thing. At 1 minute, it crashed. I was like, oh,
I apologize, Danny D. She had headphones on and had to lower it. Trevor making.
sorry. I was in the basement like this too. I was like,
Welcome, Tales Told in the Dark. Yeah. I love Sloppy Joes too. I just don't make them that as often as I would like to. But I like that recipe. But like I said, I think the next time I'll put more ketchup, a little less mustard. But you can play around with the bits in it Like you can add peppers to it. Like I said, you can throw some garlic. But it's a good base.
And it's funny that you said there's missing more ketchup. That's why I do the tomato paste versus the ketchup. Less sweet.
Especially we got the ketchup and sugar in it.
Exactly.
But it's one that I don't know where I found it. I found it back just after I got married. That sloppy Joe recipe and like fajitas was one of our go-tos all the time.
Fajitas, I love fajitas.
Quick and easy recipes. And apparently my son loves it because he's having another one.
When it's good, it's good. You can't judge.
The lemonade's good too. A little tart, but it's good.
It's hard?
Tart.
Oh, I heard hard lemonade. Like,
And anybody that came in late, we're asking for prayers for Kenny because Kenny's under the weather.
oh no.
He's woke up today with a headache and some nausea, and I guess he has a little bit of vomiting too. So we're asking for prayers.
Mm-hmm.
We did keep him hydrated yesterday, and I laughed because we were halfway down the little parkway thing, and he turned around and said he was thirsty. So Troy went all the way back to his truck, got a bottle of water, come all the way back, and he looks at me and goes, "At least I mentioned it this time."
Good job, Kenny. Because I'm like, do you have not your coffee? He's like, oh, it's empty. Like, I'm supposed to know your coffee is empty.
So he's on bed rest. He's had Tylenol and Advil. He's on the brat diet and no electronics. So Nurse Crystal's being strict.
Okay, let's do this. Ah, there we go. It
Yeah,
took all that time for my PC to open.
We had fun at the aquarium, seen all kinds of stuff. They were nice enough to loan us a wheelchair to put Kenny in.
Mm-hmm.
No charge. We just had to leave her ID there, and they picked it up at the end. And it was nice because moving walkway, who's parked it right on there, and I was able to do video and stuff, and he was able to do video and stuff, and it just followed around the walkway. Oh, it was weird when we're around the corner and you're standing, all of a sudden your feet go, like, what?
I did the same thing. I said, no, somebody's not there. I'll go there. What the heck? I was like, no, I'm okay. It's just everything's moving.
And it's nice because it's like, it's on different levels, but it's inclined. So it's just make a ramp from one level to another. Although I had to get a running start to get up some of them. Especially that one at the end where the filtration thing stuff was. The pipes. I was like, I'm not stopping. We're just take a quick look.
Just keep on you. Just enjoy with your eyes. As I said to Kenny, some stuff that needed to be enjoyed without recording because it was so cool. Like,
I got videos of the fish and stuff. And the awesome looking octopus.
that octopus is beautiful.
Well, there's people in the way, so I went over to the side, which was a better idea because I could see his head and his eye, or the main part of his body, and the eye, and then his tentacles come up, and I could move around and right. And those got like a blue light, and I was like, those look so cool.
It was a very, very old octopus.
With sharks, little sharks, they weren't big, huge sharks.
Yeah, baby shark. Kenny did sing that during his live.
Mm-hmm.
Or was he just recording? I wasn't sure.
Oh, come on, Kenny doesn't sing.
No, he doesn't sing at all.
No.
Yeah.
Onion on the floor, just put my foot on it. Yuck. After the aquarium, we headed out, I think, wasn't it? I think
After the aquarium wasn't. Yeah, you and I went to go get the car.
yeah, there's a parking lot close by, but just when it was raining, well, Steve and I dropped V and Kenny off at the front door, and then had to go around the block, go to this underground parking lot. Thank goodness I had my packed umbrella in my suitcase, because I could keep me and Steve somewhat dry. I know it's a lot of walking for Steve.
Yeah.
Right on his knees, so then we had to walk back to get the car.
Well, Kenny didn't get much sleep, and we told him you need some sleep to make sure you stay healthy. And I told him, big sister here is like, Daddy.
When he's on the cocoa, it's like, gotta get up early, the alarm's set for 8. Well, we were in one room, and he woke me up by rustling around in his bag at 6:30. So I think he only slept like an hour and a half.
Or did he pull an all-nighter and he told us he slept? That's the next option.
Yeah.
I went past him because he's the Ford man, you know?
I went to sleep. I did hear him come in from Coco's room. Then I went to sleep again, and I heard him rustle around in his bag, so I don't know. Then I didn't get back to sleep because between that rustling around and then it's like, I can't sleep, so I went and sat in the chair, and I was doing all my shorts from uploading all the little videos, make shorts out of them while I was sitting there.
What did you think of the drive to Niagara Falls?
It was pretty good.
Did you get into the detour traffic?
There was a little bit. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, because you went to Niagara.
There was some crazy drivers out there. Holy crap. We were coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It was once we got back on the 403 off the QEW, and Troy's like, holy crap, look at that guy. And the guy was just like, and another car went flying by, like a sporty car went flying by. He's like, you can hear that sound. You're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Don't take any of us with you, kind of thing. But
Exactly.
I think Kenny dozed most of the way home anyways. So we walked him a bit, but I don't think we walked him any bigger distance than we walked him from.
Did you guys eat directly down, like, tourist down Niagara Falls, or did you went out?
No, there's a parking lot just past the falls there. Walked across the road, and you're right at the above the falls, and walk down. Almost to across from where the American Falls were, and then come back. And that's all.
You didn't want the Ferris wheel?
No, Troy doesn't like heights, and
I didn't ask Troy. You can just watch.
Yeah,
I don't like heights, and I would go on them.
yeah, I've been on that before. When Nikki's class, grade 8, we went down, and my group of kids I had, we went on it, and one of the girls was scared of heights, and she was like this the whole time. But it was like, I don't do heights either, but you're all enclosed in this big bubble, and you can look out and see the view.
Exactly.
And that was gorgeous.
That's the whole point, is to see it all.
Mm-hmm. We're looking along, we can see where they have the zip line along the side there. So it's like I've never been on the Maid of the Mist, but I'm looking going, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to go on that. Those people are getting soaking wet.
I hated the Maid of the Mist. I said if I were to go back, I would not do that. I would do the
I've done the journey behind the falls where there's a couple tunnels. The one you come out and the water's coming down front, and then there's another tunnel you come out and you're probably 40 or 50 feet off to the side of the falls, where you can see the water coming over. I did get a picture down over, and you can see the people that were down on that little outpost.
If you have glasses made of the mist, is like not the best thing, because you're like the whole time you're like, I can't see.
I had mine off except when I was trying to see stuff on my phone. When I did use my big camera to get some pictures, so I did get one picture, and the lens must have got all the mist on it because I was like, "That's
why you're supposed to put your phone in a Ziploc."
Well, I was my big camera.
Yeah.
Stop! Yeah, no, I thought of that with my phone, and I forgot to look for mine because it's all packed in my cruise stuff. So it's like, oh man, I had to haul all that stuff out, and yeah, I could have taken a Ziploc. Everything I took on my phone looked good. And it was just a couple of pictures on the big camera. Then like, grab my shirt, wipe the top of the lens off. And then we went over to where the locks were, because it was a ship that Sandy had seen going under the Blue Water Bridge the day before. It was down as far as the locks. So
nice.
We got to see it get lowered. But partway through that, Kenny needed a bathroom break, so then we took off, went down by one of the other locks. There's a ball field and a park, and I had mentioned there was a lost workers memorial or something like that, and down by that, it was a handicap or Johnny on the spot kind of thing. Then right by that was that monument, so I got pictures of that too.
Did you guys think of reaching out to Victoria from Hope Bus, because she's probably like half an hour, not even from there?
I never thought the planning of that, but
I don't understand. They could have just picked him up from Toronto and just kept driving to go to Niagara Falls. Like,
Amy wants to go to the falls in
I'm with Amy.
July. As long as things don't change for her coming here, so.
Yeah. Okay. It is what it is. We gotta be flexible.
Porta potties. That's what I was trying to think of, Bugsy Banks. Yeah, the lock was kind of awesome. I hadn't seen that since I was like 10. My parents, I went by one of the locks. But I was kind of slow with it because it says that it only takes 11 minutes to change the level. I don't know why it took a while longer to get it all situated in there or what, because this other thing came, like it looked like a boom arm of a crane come down, and then it went back up, and then the windowsills started going down quicker.
It might be if the weight is not distributed right in the boat, maybe. I don't know.
It was empty. You tell once it came through, because there was you can see the line, like the top part was gray, and the bottom part was gray, like the whole of that was above. Like,
wow. You would think.
That cruise ship that Crystal had videotaped, that's the biggest. That's the biggest ship that's gone through the lock system.
Wow, that goes through the locks. I'm impressed.
I was getting an education when she was doing the live. I was like, well, what is this? What? Okay, it's this.
See, I can't retain these facts, so to me, I'm like, I remember it's important, but I just don't remember.
I took screenshots of them till I got home. I don't know if I uploaded those screenshots to my computer or not. I got to do something with all those Niagara Falls pictures and stuff now, but it was fun.
Yeah. So what time did you guys leave? morning?
I'm trying to think what time they picked me up. Troy is not a morning person.
When you're a tourist, you have to be.
I remember they picked me up and I said to Kenny, if you want to go to Bridge Prize, we got to go now. Then I know.
Yeah. Did they do bridge fries or not?
He got his done as poutine, and it's still not cheese curds, so but he enjoyed it. So it was probably about noon,
Yeah, okay.
and then did bridge fries, and then we were on the road within the hour.
And then you got the construction in Woodstock.
It's there was another spot on the 403 or the QEW.
Yeah.
It goes down to.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Although coming down off Hamilton, the mountain of Hamilton, I didn't have my ears didn't pop that time. Like I know they did when we went down.
Oh, it was awful.
Human garbage disposal. That's actually he had that, and then I think he had another snack later on, and then we had supper. We had late supper too. That probably didn't have matters either.
Did you get another Tim Hortons?
We stopped at a place in Grimsby
No.
that had Subway, A&W, Dairy Queen, KFC, Tim Hortons.
Kind of like an open plaza kind of thing?
The KFC was closed and Subway was just closing. We got A&W. Kenny had never had A&W before, so
Yeah, I know.
we had a Papa burger. A Papa burger.
I'll take a Papa burger. I could just hear him now.
Papa burger, but I wasn't thinking.
Did they try the onion rings or just the fries?
Just the fries.
Nobody was brave enough.
I'm not a fan of A&W onion rings, so
I prefer the onion rings, but I can't have them because they're glutinous deliciousness.
they're breaded, and I like battered onion rings.
See, and I like breaded. So,
No, Busby, he hadn't tried A&W. But he got the workers there so confused because first of all he got a Papa burger. Of course, he doesn't want mayo on it. And then he was asking if they had a half iced tea, half lemonade because he likes the Arnold Palmer. And these guys just couldn't just get it, so they eventually ordered a small lemonade and a small iced tea, and they gave him the bigger cups to pour it all into. So that was all good. He had that and had fries.
you mean they couldn't fill it halfway and then halfway? Oh, God. I'm embarrassed to be Canadian and related to those people. I'm like, jeez.
I'm not going to say anything.
If you don't know what an Arnold Palmer is, it's pretty sad. I don't care how old you are.
Arnold Palmers are good.
Yeah.
Where Trevor used to work, that's where I first tried them. And then we had to do a pit stop. And then we went all the way through to home. It was like,
Wow.
I was chatting on Messenger with Busby. It's like, wait a minute, I gotta give him directions to get off the highway here. When we got back here, because you know how that one exit, you gotta come down around underneath, and you gotta get right on the highway. That's right off.
Yeah, you gotta go like this, like that, like that. I'm like,
I gotta get him directed through that because that's just too confusing.
the poor guy. He's not from here. Gotta be nice to the poor guy. Okay, Michael Ann, let you go.
I'll see you in a few.
Meet you in mine. Beautiful people, catch you on the next channel, which is mine.
Yep. Pinned at the top. Gonna go over there in like 2 minutes. Yeah. Kenny can be a human garbage disposal. He'll eat whatever you put in front of him. I know we did when we were at the hotel. The snack and that snack and 1 second. Okay, one. So, mute myself for a second. You're extremely picky with food. Well, I know because Busby, you don't eat anything green. Well, almost nothing green. Zucchinis and green beans, was it? Okay, we got 1 minute. So let's all head over there so I can take a potty break. See you next week. Next week we are doing an essential oil that works on your endocannabinoid system. Try to figure out what that is for then. Thanks for coming in. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.